What's going on, guys? Finn on Fire here, and here to talk about the HGHB attack. No, it is not related to human growth hormone or any type of steroids. It is healers, giants, hogs, and max bowlers in the clan castle. The idea is that you're going to have this sort of super blob of troops with the bowlers giving it some range. You're going to rage the giants through the first part of the base, and then you're going to clean up the outside with the hog riders and the heal spell. I wanted to show you this attack first because there's something important that went wrong in this attack, and I want to highlight that as kind of a what not to do. Because the hardest part about this attack is pathing your troops so that they stick together, and it's not always going to be perfect. You have a little bit room for error, but you want to get them moving together at least for the first couple of compartments, so they can kind of clear out some space and get a good push for the make it easier for the hog riders to clean up. So here's basically step one. You want to get your giants down. You don't actually have to bring wall breakers. You can just drop your healers and wait for the giants to burst through the wall. I opted to bring a few wall breakers, and in they go. The healers are down, and before I launch my heroes and my bowlers, I want to create a funnel here. So I got my wizards down, and my bowlers are coming in, and my queen and king are coming in, and here kind of was the problem. I didn't wait long enough to drop my queen and my bowlers because they are ranged and sometimes they are a bit harder to funnel. I should have been a little bit more patient with letting my wizards create a funnel here, because what happened essentially, well, actually, I'll just show you guys. So you can see my king, the healers. I got the poison spells down as the clan castle comes out. You should be able to tell kind of when you're in range of the enemy clan castle, and you want to get those poison spells down as soon as possible. And this is also a good time to rage up those healers so that your giants don't get killed easily by Valkyries or something like that. You want those heals coming in strong. So you can actually see right here the rage spell is coming down just as those clan castle troops come out. But as you can see on the left side up there, my queen and a couple of the bowlers, actually looks like all of the bowlers, have decided to start circling the base, which really pretty much ruined this attack, because you'll see what happens here. The clan castle troops go down. Giants are okay. Everything's kind of moving along here, and so I mean, for the most part, it started out well with the force that's going through the middle. The giants got healed successfully through the enemy clan castle. They're moving into the core. I still got a few healers alive. The king is with them, but you really need the queen and the bowlers there, because what happens is the giants are only going to move into one compartment at a time. You need the queen and the bowlers to be taking out, these defenses right here that the giants aren't going to get to very easily. And then when the giants are eventually going to get trapped in the core here, you want your queen and your bowlers to be able to take out some of these defenses there. So I don't have any of my range troops, my queen and my bowlers, in the core with this attack, and this pretty much ruined this attack. Even though I did get close, trying to be very patient with my hogs, because my hogs do a little bit extra work here. So I'm trying to be patient with the heal spells as my queen is moving around, but unfortunately this lonely expo on the left got left alone, and because I just didn't have any range in the core, the double bombs take out my hogs, and it still has a chance, unfortunately, but there's just not going to be enough time. Trying to keep those giants alive. Do have one wizard for cleanup. Maybe good idea to save a wizard. Maybe bring a couple minions as well. But that's the lesson I wanted to teach you guys. You need to get your ranged troops, aka your bowlers and your queen, in with the main attack, or that's what's going to happen. Is you're going to miss out on the defenses that are in other compartments because you only have your ground troops moving through the middle. So unfortunately fell short that time, but I do have a couple of other attacks that I want to show from the last war that went a little bit more successfully. So I'm going to go back and we'll go to war log. And I'm sure some of you have watched Locke's Mini HVAC. He does some good attacks with this as well. So be sure to keep an eye on that. Unfortunately, HVAC has been out of the past couple wars, so I don't have any replays from him. So let's go over to war events, and we'll start with Deuce's attack on number 12 here. And so as you can see, this isn't necessarily the ideal base for this attack, but it doesn't have it's not a max Town Hall 9 or anything. So I just felt like I could give it a shot and see how it goes. You generally don't want to use this attack on bases that are too compartmentalized, but this one wasn't too bad. One of the reasons being, if you can get your ranged troops into the core here, there's a lot of defenses that are accessible from the core by the queen and the bowlers. So if you can get your troops into the core, you have a very good chance of 3-starring. So, also with these buildings being so far away from the base, it made it very easy to funnel my troops. So I'm going to use a couple of wizards here, and I'm going to create some big gaps, and it's going to make it very easy for me to funnel. So if I just pause it right here, there's a huge gap right here now, so I know my troops aren't going to go that way, and there's a pretty good sized gap right here now. So I know that my troops aren't going to go that way. So I can pretty much spam my troops right into this compartment, and I don't really have to worry about them, going awry. So I knew that because of that, this would be a little bit easier base to funnel on with this attack. So as you can see, finally have all my troops going in the same direction. Here come the clan castle troops. I'm going to get the rage down, and I'm going to get the poisons down almost immediately here, and make sure that that balloon doesn't get to the giants too easily or too quickly. So I know it's kind of hard to see right now, but that is the scary part about this attack, is sometimes you don't know if your giants are still alive. They're kind of under the clan castle troops, but when those healers get raged, they do put out a lot of healing. So that is really important to make sure that your giants stay alive through the clan castle troops. I have definitely had some attacks where the clan castle troops have taken out my giants too quickly because I just didn't get that first rage down fast enough. So let me pause it here. So you can tell I've used my 2 rage spells already because I really want to get my giants moving through the base quickly, and I want them to take out a couple of air defenses quickly as well. So the faster I can get my giants breaking through walls and taking down air defenses and other air attacking defenses, I want to protect these healers for as long as possible. The general rule is you want to try to at least get your healers keep your healers alive till about halfway, and then you're probably good because you're going to have your hogs for cleanup anyways. So here come the hogs. I'm going to get that heal spell down. I saw that big bomb go off there. So my healers aren't going to survive much longer, but that is okay. The base is pretty much done. Everybody's alive in the core here. Unfortunately, my queen did kind of veer off with this little pack of giants over here. But fortunately, I had the bowlers in the center, so I did have some range in the center this time, which really just made this pretty easy and just totally crushed this base. This is just a really strong attack. Just the emphasis has to be on the funneling. You need your range troops to stick with your main troops. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen, as you saw in that first attack. You want to make the job that your hogs have to do as easy as possible. You don't want 12 to 14 hogs trying to take out over half the base by themselves. It's just not going to happen. That's not the way you want to do this attack. So, I mean, just look at all these troops left. I got bowlers, I got giants. Both my heroes are alive. My queen's at full health. It's just gangbusters. Totally destroyed this base, and you can just see how powerful of an attack it really is. I think I got one more to show you and just try to emphasize some of the key points as far as the funneling, the rage spells going down early, and then the timing with the hogs and things like that. So let me find my other attack. I think I did use this attack twice with deuces this war. But definitely practice, guys. It took me quite a few tries and a handful of fails before I really started to get the hang of this attack. Let's see, that was his attack on me, and I think I attacked fairly early. Okay, so here's my attack on 14, a slightly easier base, and you can see this is kind of the one that, similar to the one that I attacked in the first video, or the first base that I showed you guys. Nice and spread out. Oh, look, he even forgot to put that wall piece back in. I don't know if that's supposed to be a trap or whatever, but not gonna make a difference. So again, as far as deciding where you want to attack, it's really just what's going to be the easiest place to funnel from. What I kind of find that it's harder to go into a corner than it is to go in from a side. If I go in from the side, I can eliminate these buildings here and force my troops to go up the middle, because they won't want to go. They won't want to go all the way over here to get those buildings. If I go on a corner, it's just much harder to. Sometimes it can be harder to create gaps, and then you end up having some circling going, because then the queen starts targeting this archer tower, and then kind of starts moving over to the left, just kind of like you saw in that first one. So I think it is easier to go for a starting point like right here, and try to go in that way. I actually do not remember at all where I started on this base, so let's hope I followed my own advice here. And here we go, kicking it off. Here we go, rock and roll. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Very excited, very excited. Here we go. Yep. Okay, so I actually picked this side, but same difference. And like I said, it's going to be very easy. Of course, a couple of my wizards are going to get picked off here, but I'm not worried about the. I'm sorry, I'm not worried about the enemy AQ taking out my giants. Actually, the AQ helped draw my heroes into the fold. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a very good job of funneling on the right hand side, because this archer tower took out a couple of my wizards. So I do have a couple of bowlers that are going to circle, but that's okay. So I got my double poison spell down in anticipation of the clan troops coming out. It's definitely okay to get those poison spells out early, because keep in mind they do slow down the enemy troops. So here we go. Again, important. I have my queen and a couple of bowlers in the mix. If you don't get your ranged troops in with the giants, it is going to be very, very difficult to 3-star. So I've got my first rage down on the healers, and a couple of the giants. They blow through that first air defense. There's a big bomb, not going to make a difference because they got that massive healing coming down. Drop a few hogs to take out that cannon, because I don't want that to continue to fire at my giants. And then I'm going to bring in the rest of my hogs to kind of help circle the base. I'm going to pause it here because I want to talk about sort of the path of the hog riders, and this kind of goes back to some of my hog rider videos. I don't want to drop the hogs if they're going to scatter, or they're going to go right into the middle or over here in every which way. I want the hogs to basically kind of come in when the when the main attack has kind of cut out a chunk, kind of like in a go hog, basically. You can even think of this attack as a go hog, but with a larger, uh, what do you call it, kill squad, essentially. So I know that when I drop my hogs, they're going to be forced to kind of go on this path and take out all these structures on the exterior, if you will, like exterior of the core, while my main kill squad here, along with my heroes, takes out the core. So I have my second rage spell here. I think that's going to come down maybe at some point as my giants take out that other air defense. Again, my healers are down, but like I said, a good rule of thumb for the healers is as long as they last about halfway through the attack, you should be okay. I probably could have used my rage spell on my giants a little bit earlier. I can have just plenty of spell power left over this attack because this base is just getting wrecked. So I'm going to go ahead and use my rage, and hey, might as well throw down my last heal spell. Why not? Get those hogs topped off in case they run into another bomb or something like that. There is one more bomb somewhere in this base, but oh no, actually it looks like all 4 did blow up. But again, guys, just got plenty of hogs, plenty of giants left over, both heroes still alive again, and it just makes cleanup so easy. I think this attack only took 2 minutes and you get a full 3 minutes. So really, guys, it's a great attack. It's definitely worth practicing if you have level 5 hogs and level 6 giants for your Town Hall 9. You're definitely going to want max healers as well. And of course, we'll be happy to chip in those bowlers for your clan castle. Again, guys, I hope this kind of inspired some of you to give it a shot and go ahead and practice. We'll be happy to put up some bases for you to practice on. But other than that, that is the HB, HG, or HGHB, or HHGB, BGHH, whatever the hell you want to call it. It is the healers, giants, hogs, and bowlers strategy for Town Hall 9. And again, guys, it's a very powerful attack. And I mean, you can even see my heroes are kind of weak. So the higher your heroes are, the easier this is going to be. The more margin for error that you have. So hope you enjoyed it, guys, and hope you learned something. Of course, I'm always happy to take video requests, and I think I will have one with some minor action coming in soon. Hopefully, I will be able to tune them so I can have some war success with them as well. But I probably will post a farming video of those soon. Thanks, guys, and have a good night. Fin on Fire out.